Welcome to the Chevrolet Postgame. Here now, Mike Tirico.
Minnesota Vikings, after 4 straight losses, have now put together back-to-back wins, and that one just about breaks the back for the Cowboys in their hopes of making it to the tournament. Here are the numbers now in the NFC. The Rams slide into the 1 seed. The Bears, with their win at home over Cleveland, is the 2. Philadelphia, a winner of the 3. The Carolina loss puts Tampa back atop the NFC South. Seattle and San Francisco keep pace in the West. Green Bay's loss brings them to 7. Detroit loses but stays in it. Same with Carolina, that has 2 games in Tampa, and they're the Cowboys 6-7-1. They have to win out, and the Eagles lose them all to win the NFC East. Our players of the game tonight, we're going to laud the whole offensive line for their effort around the performance for J.J. McCarthy with 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, both to Jalen Naylor, and J.J. and Jalen are with Melissa Stark.
Mike, thanks, JJ. I'm going to start with you because you told us this season has felt like you were in a washing machine, spinning around, and last week the door opened and you stepped out. What has changed for you in these last 2 weeks?
I think just experience, getting to, my 8th game today, just feeling more and more comfortable in the pocket, seeing the defenses, but it makes it really easy when you have an offensive line that plays like that, when you have running backs that run like that, and receivers that catch and get open like they did today. So, I'm just another piece of the puzzle and very grateful to be up.
Let's talk about that offensive line, because you guys each got a game ball, but the entire offensive line also got a game ball. Can you just give them a shout out?
Oh, 100%. This is a unit, it's been wild all year. I think it's been 25 plus combinations. They keep continuing to just band together and adapt and grow, and I absolutely love every single one of those guys. They played great.
I love how he's looking in the camera. You're a media vet. Jalen, your first multi-touchdown game. Will you tell me about your connection with JJ?
It's just on the practice field. We just keep finding a way to connect on and off the field. He's telling us little things before the games that he sees on film that that we can use our advantage, and we just try to do that.
And you guys found out before you came into this game tonight that you were eliminated from the playoffs, but you still come in, you knock off the Cowboys. What does this win mean for the team for the rest of the season?
It's just a thing to keep building on the rest of the way and leading into next year. We just have a one-game mindset no matter what our record is. We just go out there and play one game at a time, one snap at a time, and just try to do our best and win games. And
tonight you won that game. So, wait, the gritty, the celebration, the touchdown dance. What does Justin think of it? How does he rate you?
I got to ask him, but I didn't like it very much. Got a little stage fright, a little nervous, but, we got plenty of time to work on that, and hopefully more opportunities in the future.
Exactly. It worked tonight. Congratulations, guys.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Melissa. It's a big night for him, isn't it?
It is. And I think it's a big night for the whole organization. They put so much on that young man, and they let some good players go at the quarterback position, and finally he's starting to live up to it.
Still looking at the camera. Start number 8, he is 4-4 in his first 8 starts as the Vikings come to Dallas and really crush the Cowboys' slim playoff hopes, almost non-existent now. What happened in the NFL today after this?
Welcome back to the Chevrolet Postgame.
And time now for your Peacock picks of the week. Kick things off with Here Come the Irish. A spirited look at Notre Dame's 2025 football season. Then stream the final season of Bel Air. Get ready, Peacock NBA Monday tomorrow night. Team with the 2nd best record in the league. The Pistons taking on Boston. And then the Rockets and the Nuggets. And Sunday Night Football final getting underway right now. Jack Collinsworth, Tony Dungy, Rodney Harrison. Harrison Smith is the guest on the set. That starts right now on Peacock. Full slate and some very significant results today. The Bills down 21-0 rally in Foxborough. That hasn't happened 133 straight times with the Pats up 17 or more. Buffalo stays alive in the AFC East. Phillip Rivers comes back. Looks like he led a comeback down the field for a last-minute field goal in Seattle. But Jason Myers comes back with a 56-yard game winner, a Sam Darnold drive. The Colts, long road to get to the playoffs. Same true for the Lions, who cannot stack back-to-back wins. Could not stop the Rams, who are the first team in the tournament in the NFC. 7th time in 9 years under their terrific coach, Sean McVay. They're the 1 seed out there. And Micah Parsons believed to have torn his ACL in the third quarter of that Packers loss in Denver, 34-26. As Denver keeps winning, they're the 1 seed in the AFC and have won 11 in a row. And the team that had the streak going, a streak of playoff appearances, AFC West championships, Kansas City sees all of that end. Plus, Patrick Mahomes tears his ACL while trying to get a game-tying or game-winning drive. As he goes up the tunnel, Gardner Minshew comes in, is picked by Derwin James. The Chargers maintain their run in the AFC at 10-4. Patrick Mahomes tweeted this about kickoff time here tonight. Don't know why this had to happen. Not going to lie, it hurts. All you can do now is trust in God, attack every single day over and over, thanking the Chiefs Kingdom for their support and prayers. I will be back. That injury, the Parsons injury, just eat at you as football fans because it just stinks to see. But, hey, Chris, we talked about it this time last week at Arrowhead. It is, who knows if it's the end of a chapter, an era, all that stuff, but certainly what we've come to see for Kansas City will now look different.
It certainly will, and everybody who loves the game of football is going to be upset with some of what happened today. But I also don't want to underestimate what some of these other teams are doing. The Chargers are a hard-hitting, tough, physical football team, and they took that fight to Kansas City even when they were down today. And we saw the same thing out of the Denver Broncos. And we've seen the same thing out of the New England Patriots. So while there are teams that are coming down from the top, there are teams that are ascending that are really exciting, that are young, that are talented, and very hungry going into these playoffs.
And especially on the AFC side, there are going to be teams that have not been in these positions before, trying to lock down spots, lock down matchups, or lock down a trip to join us in about 8 weeks, I guess it is, at Super Bowl 60.
That'll be fun.
Going to be a pretty interesting ride coming up. Start number 8 for J.J. McCarthy turns into victory number 4. He keeps looking for every possible camera around. Welcome by the Wolf family, the ownership of the Minnesota Vikings. A lot of pressure around the decision and what happens. And J.J. McCarthy putting some smiles on some faces throughout the Twin Cities on this Sunday night. Next Sunday night, to Charm City we go in Baltimore. We'll see the Patriots try to bounce back. Chris's first thoughts on the Patriots and the Ravens as we continue here on Sunday Night Football.
Welcome back to the Chevrolet Postgame.
There's so much riding on this game. An MVP candidate.
What a throw!
And a man who knows something about that.
Lamar Jackson untouched.
One of the best in the league.
They can measure up to anyone.
Versus a squad fighting to make the playoffs.
Into the end zone.
It comes down to this.
Play with confidence. You gotta be kidding me. Ice water in his veins.
Patriots, Ravens. The wild ride to the playoffs continues on Sunday Night Football.
Flex here on season 20 of Sunday Night Football for week 16, and here's where those two principles are. New England had their chance to win the division, had Buffalo right in their building, had the big lead. Now how are they going to bounce back? Baltimore will watch with interest what the Steelers do against the Dolphins, who are still hanging in the hunt at 6-7, and then Baltimore will take the field next Sunday night against New England off a shutout win, 24-0 against the Bengals. The question is, will the Ravens take that step with time running out?
They control their own destiny with this thing, right? So, I still, I felt this way about Kansas City, and they kept losing, but Baltimore and Buffalo are those teams that have been in the playoffs. They have that kind of experience. A lot of young, new teams, new quarterbacks in the AFC this year. And so when you're looking at Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, how are you feeling about those two in a one game on the road, at home? Obviously, probably, although still Baltimore could end up being a home game, right?
At least one home game for a division. Yeah.
So it's still exciting. It was fun to watch Travion Henderson running the way he did for New England. Drake May blocking in front of him the way that he did. Yeah. So when you get these young, energetic teams, you get to see some wild stuff sometimes, but it's part of what makes the game so fun.
Yeah, Mike Vrabel, John Harbaugh going to have their teams ready. Look forward to Sunday night in Baltimore. We'll have it for you. Football night begins at 7 Eastern time. We get to do this on the TV side. So many teams have great radio announcers, and one of the favorites, a great character, Paul Allen, the voice of the Vikings. Here's how he called Will Reichardt's field goal to put Minnesota up by 11.
53-yard try by Will Reichard to win the game. Snap. Spot. Reichard. Right-footed kick is good. Where there's a will, there's a win.
That's my guy. I'm going to take a drink over there. He calls the horse races at Canterbury Park in Minnesota. Paul's one of the great characters in the league.
I wish you could call our horse winning a race.
You know, he's winning that at some point. Get a horse to win a race. Brad Sham, of course, been the longtime voice of the Cowboys, just some of the folks who do this job on the other side of the medium. Final score here tonight in Arlington. 34-26. The Vikings get the win, severely damaging the Cowboys' playoff hopes. Coming up next, except on the West Coast, it is your local news. Thanks to our producer, Rob Hyland, our director, Hall of Famer, Drew Esikoff, an entire team Sunday night. We just love hanging with our football family. Chris Collinsworth, Melissa Stark, Terry McCauley, Mike Tirico. Good evening from Arlington. Big win for the Vikes here tonight as they beat Dallas by 8. See you next Sunday night.
NBC Sports, home of Super Bowl 60. Thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.